YouTube, hey. Rah. Sorry. I woke up maybe like 2 hours ago. Probably 2.5 hours ago. I haven't eaten yet, so I'm kind of woo. But anyway, I wanted to. Shit, what was the thing called? Give me a sec. Hang on. Sorry, I was watching Charmed. Do you know that old TV show Charmed with the 3 sister witches and all that? Yeah, I was watching that. But anyway, this is my reaction rant. Hang on, how many? Oh, I'm not even a minute yet. This is my final reaction rant to Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 7, titled Shiva, which is the mid-season finale. I really need to get this over with because it's the mid-season finale. So, I know this is going to be the ending because I'm looking at my notes that people gave me, because again, I still wasn't able to watch it. So, this is based on notes from other people, fans that have watched it, and, I'm pretty much toward the end from what it says on my notes. So, hopefully. Anyway, where we left off was Madison is trying to convince Cecelia to let Strand stay, and Cecelia still refuses and tells Madison that she must learn how to accept the infected like she has and like Nick has. And Madison, she pretty much asked Cecelia to help her understand, and in my honest opinion, I think that it might be a ploy, because we all know that Madison's quite level-headed, and she already didn't like Celia and having her clutches on her son like that. So I think that she's just trying to get on Celia's good side, and probably later on do something to her. I don't know, but that's what I honestly think. I think that's the reason why she's like somewhat coaxing Cecelia to teach her to help understand. I think that's just her trying to get close to Madison and find a way to like stop her from getting her little claws into Nick or something. I don't know. But that's what I think. Anyway, Daniel. Remember, Daniel's gone cuckoo right now? Daniel is talking to the ghost of his dead wife, Griselda, and he pretty much reflects on all the people that he's ever killed, right? And, you know, Ghost Griselda apparently is asking him which one is the one that haunts you now. Because apparently he's killed a good chunk of people, and she's basically... I think that's it. The Ghost Griselda is like his conscience. A little bit like his conscience, because he's reflecting on all the people he's killed while he's talking to this ghost wife of his. And then the ghost wife pretty much asks him, what about the one that haunts you now? So she's asking, out of all the one you killed, which one haunts you right now? And we end up seeing, apparently, a flashback of a young Daniel, who, again, is looking at a pool of dead bodies. And apparently, this is what we did not see the first time. He's looking at a pool of dead bodies, and he notices that one of them, a man, is still alive, right? And apparently, that man who's still alive gives little young Daniel a gun and tells him to shoot. And we see that little Daniel does comply, right? He shoots, just like the man barely alive does, right? And, what I thought was kind of odd... Hang on for a sec, guys. Sorry, guys. I am utterly distracted by that show. But anyway, after that whole, flashback of young Daniel actually shooting the one man that's actually alive in the pool of dead bodies, the Ghost Griselda, apparently, according to some of the fans, had told Daniel that the first victim was him. I don't understand that. I guess it has something to do with the fact that he was a child and he was... I don't know if he complied or he was forced to kill, but he shot a man, and I'm guessing that makes him a victim of something? I don't know. You guys put in the comments what that means. But anyway, like I said, I didn't watch it. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to. I still am not able to, because, like I said, my AMC app sucks. But, So, I'm getting this from other people, and they said that the Ghost Griselda told Daniel after the flashback that the first victim was him. Or, you know, the first victim was you, which means him, right? So, like, I don't know what to say about that. Was it because he shot the man that made him a victim? I honestly don't know what to tell you. I really don't. But anyway, back to Celia and Madison. Celia takes Madison down to the cellar to help her try to, understand what she sees and what Nick sees. And they enter the cell, and, all the infected are, like, in the back of the cell, right? They're eating something, whatever they're eating. Like, I hope to God it wasn't the dog. Fuck you guys for the dog thing, man. I'm still mad at you for putting a dog down there. You assholes. But anyway, I hope to God the next half of this season, you assholes better not kill another dog, okay? I have a dog. He's, like, right there right now. He's sleeping. I love dogs. I love cats. I know this is an apocalypse, and not many animals will survive this apocalypse shit. But if I see another human being voluntarily killing a dog, your asses are dead. Even the original Walking Dead. I know that a couple of stray dogs came after them after the whole Beth got shot thing. And the next thing you know, we see them, like, the group staring at them all hungry and shit. Like, staring at them like they're gonna kill them and all that shit. And in the next scene, we actually see them eating, like, cooked meat. And we obviously know it's the dogs. But at least they had the decency to kill them off screen. Kind of. This kid was holding a dog and pretty much shot him down a freaking vent thingy down to the cellar, and we could hear the dog's cries of pain, okay? That was utter crap. Animal cruelty, assholes. God. If you kill another freaking dog like that again, and I hear the screams of another animal like a dog, your asses are mine. But anyway. Celia takes Madison to the cellar, opens the cell, and shows Madison all her infected children. And as she's talking, you see Madison slightly backing up, which pretty much helps with my theory that I think Madison only tried to get close to Celia because she wanted to do something, to end Celia somehow. And this is what's happening because as Celia's talking about the infected, who are like on the other side of the room, you see Madison backing up slowly toward the gate. And she actually goes through the gate and closes it, which pretty much locks Celia inside the cellar with those infected, right? And I was like, I called it. She got close to Celia to try to get rid of her, and that's exactly what happened. She pretended to be like, please help me understand, took her down to that cellar, locked her ass up. And obviously she can't get out, and the infected, some of them were like kind of facing sideways, so in peripheral view, they could probably see Celia, right? So she ain't gonna last. But anyway, one of the helpers there at the estate, I think his name was Jorge, he pretty much comes up to Daniel to try to give him food, right? Because he hasn't been eating. And so maybe he's like, maybe Daniel can't eat because he can't use his hands, right? So he unties Daniel so he could give him food. But as that happens, Daniel attacks Jorge and escapes. And you actually could see the Griselda ghost apparently saying, I'm waiting for you. And so he takes off, right? The rest of the staff of the estate escort Strand to the gate, and as they're closing the gate in Strand's face, you see Alicia in the way back behind the staff waving goodbye to him, and they close the gate on him, right? And back inside the infected wine cellar, we see them still eating, right? But the funny thing is, we do not see Cecelia anymore. And it's like, where the hell did she go? She either found the greatest hiding spot of all time that the infected can't seem to find her, or they already ate her ass. Because you can still see the infected eating like they did when you saw Celia. But this time you don't see Celia. So maybe when Celia was there, they're most likely eating the dog. But like this time, when Daniel ends up in the cellar, I think they're literally eating Celia now. So yeah. But anyway, Daniel, he ends up pouring gasoline all over the cellar and lights that shit on fire. And as he's watching the infected, the fire coming toward them, apparently he hallucinates. And all the infected turn into, like, normal people. And I'm only guessing that he's hallucinating people he's killed or something. And, the ghost Griselda comes out from the crowd and smiles at him as they're all catching on fire and the flames are starting to lick at Daniel's feet. So, like, he's not moving. He is not moving from that fire. The fire is already at his feet, and he's not moving an inch, which is very worrisome right now. But as the fire is suddenly consuming the entire estate, Strand manages to sneak back to the estate and steal a pickup truck, right? And back to Nick. Nick actually sees the entire estate on fire and tries to rush back over there. And Madison runs to the storage room because she's trying to find Daniel because she knows Daniel was tied up there, right? But as she sees it, she sees that it's on fire, and she sees that Jorge is unconscious on the floor, and sees that Daniel's not... She's screaming his name, but he's not responding, so obviously she's like, okay, he's not here, so she leaves unconscious Jorge on the floor while everything's on fire, and then searches for Daniel. Outside, you see Alicia restraining Ophelia because she's crying out for Daniel, because obviously he's still in there somewhere, right? And Alicia keeps telling her, you know, Daniel's gone. He's gone, right? And Strand pulls up right next to them in the truck and urges them all to get in, right? And Madison's like, I can't leave without Nick or Travis and Chris and all that stuff, right? And Nick walks up to Madison saying that, and actually goes with Travis's lie. So, like, when Nick walks up to Madison, he says he couldn't find Travis anywhere. And he suspiciously asks his mother, where the hell's Celia, right? And I don't know if Madison said anything about Celia or anything like that, but from what I heard, Nick, he's a little mad because he's like, she was right about us, that we destroy everything. And as Strand is forcing Madison into the truck, Nick pretty much turns his back on her, apparently, and walks into the crowd of infected that are coming toward the estate, right? And as they're driving away, they're like pretty much right next to Nick in the crowd of infected, and all of them are Alicia and Ophelia are in the back, while, you know, Madison and Strand are in the front. They're all watching a blood-slathered Nick walk away untouched by all the infected. Because, you know, he's basically covered in infected blood, right? You see him walking away through the infected field. I call it the infected field. And, as Strand and the women flee the compound, Nick's walking with the zombies. He's literally walking, just ignoring his mother and the truck. He's ignoring everybody, and he's walking amongst the infected. And, while apparently, Travis and Chris wander through the hillside. So, we have technically 3 separate groups now. Our group has been split technically into 3. We've got Strand, Madison, Alicia, and Ophelia in one group. We've got Nick, who's literally by himself, who completely ignored everyone in the truck, walking amongst the infected. And we got Travis and Chris in the hillside. And Daniel, from what we know, has not moved an inch since setting fire to the cellar. So he either died in the fire, or, you know, because we've seen that even though you set fire to a bunch of infected / walkers, even on fire, they're still moving around. Because, of course, you can't kill a walker / infected unless you shoot them in the head, right? So even if you set them on fire, that's not going to do anything. So either the fire killed him, or the fire-covered infected did. But either way, Daniel's probably gone. He probably died from the fire, or the infected that are there that are on fire most likely got to him, because he didn't move an inch. The fire was already at his feet, so either the fire killed him, smoke inhalation, the fire, or the burning infected inside the cellar. But yeah, we lost Daniel. Travis is with Chris wandering the hillside, so we know they're alive. Strand got Madison, Alicia, and Ophelia. And Nick is covered in infected blood, walking amongst the infected away from Strand and the women, and not even with Travis and Chris. So, I don't know what's going to happen. Our group is split into technically 3, so that is my reaction rant to the mid-season finale of Fear the Walking Dead Season 2, Episode 7, titled Shiva. Let's get ready! The next half! I wonder what's going to happen, but see you guys in the next video, okay? Because I'm running out of time. Peace.